All right, everyone. Thank you for tuning in for another Logan Sunday League weekday warm-up, baby. We're going to be going over Week 5, going into Week 6, and seeing everything that kind of happened in Week 5. We're going to be going over our scoring leaders, our three-point champs. We're going to be going over the matchups and everything, and just kind of going over everything that happened in the past week. Of course, I'm your host with the most, Drew with Front Row Media, and today we have ourselves the commish, Mondo Senior. Mondo, how you doing, my man?
Doing well.
Nice.
Thank you for bringing me back.
Yeah, you're very welcome, man. Let's just get your quick thoughts on last week. What'd you think of Week 5?
Man, some great basketball was being played. Yeah, it was a good Week 5. Good Week 5 before the break, and there's a few upsets. So, and the new number one on the top of the hill. So, Week 5 was definitely a wake-up call for some of the teams.
Ooh. Well, let's go ahead and get into it because we're probably going to cover all those big things, those big key takeaways for those teams, whether they were positives, whether they were negatives, of course, and then just seeing what we can break down from those. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right into the standings. With Week 5 being done, we're going to be going into Week 6 here. Mondo Senior, what are we looking at for our standings?
Our Sunday League standings right now, we got Cobras sitting on number 1. They're back on number 1. 4-1. Lobos 2.
Lobos,
man,
climbing
up, staying on number, got the number 2 spot. 3 Pistoleros. Good win for them this last Sunday. Shockers sitting on number 4. Mambas at 5. Baja 6. Dropped a little bit. Cache Valley at 7. Then you got La Puerta 8. Bombers 9. And sitting on 10, Warriors. Then 11, L&D.
Awesome. Great standings here. Let's go ahead and just go straight to the top here. Number 1, Cobras. 2, Lobos. 3, Pistoleros. The big thing that sticks out to me here, I'm going to go straight up. Los Lobos, baby. I know I talk about them every week, Mondo. I'm so sorry.
Hey, I'm with you. I'm talking about them, too. I had them picked from the beginning of the season. I think I've talked to a few players, and they're doing awesome as a team. This last week, they showed more team chemistry.
They really did. We saw the week before where they had a really, really kind of skittish shooting matchup there with Cobras, and they had a lot of things to look into to improve from that Cobras matchup. They put it together against the Bombers. They really, really did. If anything, they showed completeness. They showed the defensive side. They showed the offensive side. They showed the transitional pace as well. Those 3 core aspects, to me, is what makes up basketball. Now, of course, you could break it down even further. But when I think of basketball, defense, offense, running the floor in those transitions. Lobos just did that so well against the Bombers. I think the Bombers were a little bit maybe caught off guard by that pacing. But that's the pacing that you need to have to be a top team here. You need to show that you're able to sustain that pace. And when you think about those top teams, man, they all run super, super fast. What do you think on that?
Yeah, I'm with you on that. The Lobos, everybody stepping up. I'm noticing that everybody on their team, from Devin Chavez to Pond, once they weren't helping out too much, and all of a sudden they kicked it in gear, and that's why they're number 2 right now. They're doing great things on the basketball court. They're communicating. Everybody's putting in their part, coming off the bench, and they're just making the right plays, and they're working. They're coming together.
Yeah, even funny about that, Mondo, you brought up Chavez and Pond. Those 2 guys were the guys that they were thinking about for player of the game, their game. We changed it up this week. Instead of just doing points, we ended up having the teams pick their players of the game.
Oh, I like that.
It wasn't the captain. It wasn't Chris Garcia. It wasn't Damon Jones. It was Devin Chavez and Jackson Pond, the 2 people that Charles and I really, really harped on and saying, hey, look, these guys are glue guys. They don't need to be scoring. I'm sure Devin Chavez wants to score.
We're seeing the same thing on here. That's cool because that's, I didn't know about that. You guys did that. So.
Yeah.
And I already had picked those guys. I was like, man, that's a huge for their team because Damon is holding it together. Then you got the captain, Chris Garcia.
Yes, sir.
And then Joey.
Can't forget about Joey.
This team is, don't sleep on them, guys.
Yes. I'm very, very interested to see what they do for the rest of the league, given their number 2 spot here.
Yeah.
Let's see if they can snag that number 1. I haven't looked too much into the schedule here, but that's got to be on the Lobos' mind, is that number 1 spot. Don't be happy with number 2. It's great, and it looks awesome, and it puts you up there, but it's that number 1 seed you want, right?
Yep,
it's that
number
1 seed you want going, and then, of course, into the championships, if anything else. I do
No,
like
you're good.
Cobras taking that top spot. They're showing very dominant performance as well. Looks like they get to reclaim that here as we go on. Pistoleros, they made quite a surge, quite a splash last week, making sure that the league knows that they're still here. That Baja matchup was something, wasn't it, Charles? Was
No, you're
that
good.
matchup was something, wasn't it, Mondo?
It was. They definitely put a statement out there on Sunday and let everybody know that, hey, we're still the champs, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you got to get through us first. And man, I'm sorry, but they destroyed Baja.
Yeah.
You know,
It was a complete game, Mondo.
yeah,
It was
they
a
took
complete
over.
game.
They took over from the beginning of the game till the end.
Now, the
you
biggest thing I want to pinpoint with that, because, there's a lot of big things that you could look at and say, man, Baja, we just got beat. We just got beat so hard. We need to identify here, Mondo, that the Pistoleros probably shot 60 to 70% from three.
Incredible shooting.
They shot
for sure.
absolute lights out. It is almost the exact anomaly that we saw with Lobos shooting 11% that one game a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to happen. That ever happened again, and they showed that wasn't going to happen again.
Yeah.
Do I know Pistoleros are going to shoot 60 to 70%? I don't know, but it's hard to evaluate the game without thinking about the anomalies, the random things that occur because we're all out here running. Shooting 60, 70% from three is one of those things that you simply cannot account for.
Yeah, you can't stop
You
that.
can't. What do? You can go into it saying we're not going to let them shoot, but they're going to get their shots. It's just the flow of the game, and next thing you know, what they start making them all. But Baja, you got to look at that and you just got to say, hey, you know what? That just happened. It just happened. You can play the defense better and, of course, watch for that. But remember, there's some anomalies that occurred here in that game.
Yeah, they didn't have an answer for him. They didn't. I feel like no energy coming from their team, and that's, you got it when you play these kind of games. You're playing the top guys, the top teams here. You got to come ready. You can't just you can't let them get ahead. You got to keep the game close, and I think just Baja. I feel like they didn't keep it going. Somewhere in the game they just kind of fell behind, and that was it.
It was just and no disrespect here, guys.
Yeah.
It was just hitching. It was like a hitch. Every time they got the ball, they would hitch.
Yeah.
And we weren't used to that. The week before when they played Cobras and they dominated,
they did.
There was no hitching. It was an automatic play, what they wanted to do. Maybe that's a testament to Pistoleros' defense. The defense is making sure that you do not do what you want to do. The exact opposite. Very well could be that Pistoleros caused them to really not do what they wanted to do again, like they did with the Cobras.
And I don't know, maybe
who knows? Speculation.
Yeah. And this is the best game, the shooting game they've had, I think, out of the last few games. Pistoleros shooting the lights out, this is Pistolero basketball. I'm going to be honest.
As the brand.
And
I talked
Baja
about the
tried,
brand.
Baja tried, and we saw what happened. But hey, Baja's got to go to the drawing board and bounce back from this.
They do.
This definitely is going to sting them.
Yeah, and last point I want to make with this, I talked about it in the game when it was winding down. They have so much to go into looking into this video, Charles. I keep saying Charles. Oh, my goodness. I'm so used to talking to Charles on Sundays.
Charles on Sundays.
They have so much to look forward to, Mondo. It is a big loss, but they get to go into this video and literally dissect every single play, every single defensive play. How did Pistoleros end up with those threes? How were they open? You don't know if they're going to make them or not, but you can definitely ask yourself who let that guy open and what happened. What happened on the other side of the court? What happened with all five guys? Because it's so easy to look at one guy and be like, well, you left that guy open. But you got to look at the floor and you got to see what that person was seeing that caused that to happen. I think if Baja can do that, they can identify the things that kind of made them go a little squirrely. We could probably see them do a lot of cleanup. We're talking top 3, top 4 seeding cleanup type stuff because they are such a comparable team here.
They are. I see them doing all that, doing their homework,
I do
back.
I don't think Heda's going to let it slide without a review, without a film session.
Slide, and neither Jordan. I think Jordan's going to come back the second half of the season and put on another show like he did against the Cobras.
I love it.
And the rest of the team, we'll get like Easton Sutherland. Everybody will Jesus. Everybody needs to, help out Jordan. I feel like they left Jordan on Sunday on his own. And, I mean, he can take over games, but not that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
And,
we talked about the guard play and how hard the guard play was, and it kind of showed.
They'll definitely go to that drawing board, figure it out, we'll see him again.
Yes.
So
Don't go down.
hard.
Now,
Yeah,
I want to
let's
give you
go.
guys a quick heads up. We don't have we actually have a bye week. Our week 6 is going to be a bye week here because we do have 4th of July coming up. So we're going to go ahead and just keep going on with the teams here. We'll go ahead and talk about the players a little bit more, just given that we won't be doing our matchup preview. So if you're okay with it, Mondo, let's just go to 4, 5, and 6 and see what we're looking at there. We got
Yeah,
Shockers, Mambas, Baja. Shockers, you got your Shockers here
Shockers,
at number
man.
4. What are you thinking?
Oof. They had a bye week, so they're resting right now, taking a break, but they'll be ready. We have Pistoleros after this break.
Ooh.
And no game plan. We're just going to come out and put
You
on a
want to pop
show.
in real quick? You want to make a
Put on a
celebrity
show.
guest appearance?
Come in here.
All right, you
Come
guys.
in here, Davis.
We got a little bit of a guest celebrity here, y'all.
I just wanted to say I have a special shout out to Mondo Jr. because he balled.
Ooh, shout out Mondo Jr.
Not yet, man. And you are you.
Best shooting performance of this league.
Hey,
Oh, man,
I
shout
got
out
you
Mondo
in 2
Jr.
categories in here, man.
Okay,
You'll hear it.
hey, they hooping at the park.
Yeah.
Oh, we hooping. Hey man, you go ahead and lace those up, baby. Come on, you be looking dapper on the court, man. Come on, man. Ain't nothing like playing ball with some slacks, my
Yeah.
man.
He's selling insurance.
So we were talking about your Shockers. Shockers, they did have that bye week. They're going into the next week here after the bye, going against Pistoleros here. You got any thoughts for that?
Tell my boys to get ready. Get ready for the Pistoleros. We were here we played last year in the finals with them. They're still talking about it, about the game, and now we get a chance to, in the regular season play them and test ourselves too, and see what we got. See if we're still the same team from last year, or are we going to move up a little bit? I challenged my guys already. I talked to them and said, hey, these guys are still the champs. What happened last year. We're going to, play our best game. I want to see everybody step up. This is where we got to show our best game.
I love that, Mondo. I love that so much because you're really hearkening to people's abilities and their ability to be confident in themselves. It's so easy to get discouraged with a game like this, but you're saying, hey, look, let's not even paying attention to that. Let's just go into it with what we know and who we are. I think that's the best thing you can do here. It's basketball, baby. It's competitive. You want to do your best no matter who is on that other side of that court. I think that's a great thing to look into going into this one.
Yeah, it is going to be. Come tune in, watch it.
Yes,
come
sir.
watch the game. We're going up against the best team, one of the best teams in the league, defending champions, Oscar, Dito, Armando, the rest of the game of the Pistoleros, man.
Yeah. We have Mamba's 5th, Baja's at 6th. Man, Baja, they did kind of fall pretty far,
they
didn't
took
they?
a little small dip right there.
That second
landed-
loss.
yeah,
That second loss.
yeah.
Charles and I talked about it last week on our warm-up, and we were like, no team wants to go in with 2 wins at this point. It's something that's tumultuous in trying to come back from.
Yeah.
Baja, they find themselves with that second loss. They do drop all the way down here. Still half a season to go, so it really is not done for them yet. They really have a good
absolutely.
chance
They
of still
still have
getting
a-
into that
a
top
wide open
2,
chance
3, 4 spots. So
to make that comeback back to the top. So
yeah, hey, and the league is very, very stout this year. Maybe we might see more 2-loss teams in the top there. Who knows, man?
Yeah.
Who knows? We're seeing so many things that we can't call.
Yeah, and
Really good.
Charles-
Now, I do just want to pinpoint the bottom here. We do have 8, 9, 10, 11. La Puerta to Bombers to Warriors, LND. A lot of these teams, they have so much to look for with La Puerta and their scoring.
Oh.
Bombers, they're so scrappy. They're so close to putting it together. I can definitely feel it. I would not count Bombers out. Bombers, to me, are my underdogs. If they
Yeah.
can figure it out, they can put it together. They can get Juan and Connor Child to really get on the same page here and gel a little bit more and get that flow. I think they're underdogs.
yeah. Oh, Connor Child has, he's holding that team together. He's trying his best. This is his first year in this outdoor league, and he's trying to understand the flow of things. He's a great player. He can handle his own. But in this outdoor league, you have to have a team, and
You do. They all need to be bought in. They all need to have
Exactly.
confidence in their role. I think that's where Bombers' next step is making sure they address themselves as a team. They have the individuals that they need to go ahead and continue fighting their fights. They just
Exactly
got to
right.
make sure that they stick as a team when they come out here
Yeah,
and
'cause-
don't let things get into their heads. And next, things get super wily and the game just comes out of hand.
to win basketball games, you got to play as a team. This one-on-one is kind of tough.
We see it every day,
Yeah.
every week. A team goes to the one-on-one and it just doesn't work. But hey, you learn the hard way sometimes, right?
Yep, and I want to move up to number 5 real quick for Mambas.
Oh yeah, we did go over them.
Mambas. Good job, guys. Keep it up, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Nolan stepping it up for the Mambas, helping them out. They know Mambas lost a couple players, and Nolan, next man up, stepping up, man, dropping, I think, 14, 15 points for him, man. Off the bench. You know, he started that game, but he usually comes off the bench. And, man, shout out to him because he's definitely, helped the Mambas get up on the board and stay up there. So,
yeah,
keep it up.
In his player of the game interview, he talked about that, just saying, hey, look, we did have a bad week last week. We changed things up. And you could see it. You could see him with him being the focal point just a little bit more. I really enjoyed that basketball. It was a slashing basketball. It was a moving basketball. Something that I think it was a good change from Mambas. So I'd love to keep with that as well and building up that.
Jeremy, keep it up, man. Keep pushing, and you guys are sitting at number 5. So
yeah, not out of it. Not out of it at
man.
all.
You guys are still good.
Mondo,
last year they were barely hitting. They were at the bottom, hitting 8, going back to the bottom. So this year, they're staying in the middle. They're still a tough team.
Yeah, I mean, we got 5, 6, 7 Mambas, Baja, Cache Valley Z's. Like, that's a good mix. That's good company to be in.
Cache Valley Z dropping down to number 7. I haven't seen them down at the 7 for a long time.
For years, dude.
Wow,
they've been the number 2, number 1 team for a long time, fighting with Pistoleros. So.
Mario will get it together though. I think he'll come the second half of the season, and he'll win a few more basketball games for his team. He knows how to get these guys going.
Yeah, at the end of the day, they did play against Cobras. They had a very hard matchup.
I didn't think it was going to be a blowout. Or
no,
was it
I didn't
a blowout?
either.
Yeah,
it was a blowout.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. I thought they were going to be
bring
a little more.
When I look at these seedings, though, Cache Valley Z's versus Shockers, your Shockers are pretty good. Your Shockers are pretty good. I gave you them. Cache Valley Z's versus Mambas, I got Z's. Cache Valley Z's versus Baja, ooh. I don't know if I could call that one. I might have to go Baja just so they're showing. But who knows? Z's haven't played enough. They had their bye week, so I don't know if we've seen enough. Maybe they take that. Maybe they don't. Cache Valley Z's for La Puerta, they take that. Cache Valley Z's Bombers, they take that. Warriors, they take that. LND, they take that. So they're showing that they still got a comparable team here. It's just making sure that they actually do put it together, like you were saying.
Yep. And then the bottom teams, Warriors and LND, man, you guys still have a chance. It's not over yet.
Yes, sir.
It's not over yet.
Oh,
Keep
I love
battling.
it.
Keep stepping it up. Hey, there's still a chance for that number 8 spot at least.
Yep.
So let's get going with your teams, man. Let's get a win for you guys.
There's no reason why La Puerta at number 8 can't end up with 5 losses, and there's no reason why Bombers cannot end up with 5 losses as well. So you're right on it. Just because you're at the bottom with the 0 wins, you're not out of it at all.
No, you're
Fight
not.
for that 8th place spot.
You don't know what can happen week to week thing, and
that would be such a big win for these teams, Mondo. For them to make for Bombers, La Puerta Bombers, the Warriors, LND, for them to fight for playoffs and make a playoff spot this year.
Yeah,
that is a huge success that I would take. I would
that's
take
exciting
that to the bank.
too, and you want to see an underdog. I love underdogs.
Bombers, you guys are my underdogs.
Let
me see you get that 8 spot and fight against that first team and see
go
what
for
happens.
that, man. Those bottom teams will fight for that 8 spot.
Yes.
I can see it happening.
Hey guys, we got ourselves a little bit of a celebrity guest appearance here. We got another one here. We got Omar reffing out here. He's getting in here. Yep. Oh yeah,
right.
Looking a
I've
little
known
too
this man
cool,
since I
y'all.
was a junior in high school, man. I also played out here in one of my championship games with La Jolla.
Yeah, well, I played for La Jolla. Yeah.
Yes, he did. This is where I met this man right here, and we've been friends ever since.
Ever since, good friends.
So taught me a lot. So.
Without this man right here, I wouldn't be who I am today. I tell you that right now.
Oh, I love that, you guys.
This summer alone, he's been my crutch, and especially when I needed a crutch this summer, he's been there for me, and I want to let him know I love him. And I
love you
his
back,
family,
man, and
I appreciate everything he's done. It's been very eye-opening. But I think we're here talking about the league, right?
Oh yes, sir. You want to get your take in? You want to take the
man,
microphone
get
real
over
quick?
Sure.
You can take it off. Just rip it off. Yeah. Omar, we're talking about the bottom teams trying to come back and fight for that 8th seed. What are your thoughts there, man?
It's just going to take a lot of hard work, a lot of teamwork. I like to see the teams playing together more. The skill level has come up, and those teams at the bottom, they still have a chance. This thing is not over. Somebody gets hot, somebody goes cold, a team gets an injury, and things can turn around. This league is wide open right now, I think, and I'm excited to find out who's going to come out on top. I don't know if it's going to be a 6-peat or a 7-peat, whatever it is.
Ooh,
but
what a teaser,
they
Omar.
are the odds-on favorite right now. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and those bottom teams, man. We were talking about how that 8 seed can be just such a monumental boost for your team.
Yeah.
We're all hitting it on the same head. It's not over, and I fully agree with that.
Yeah.
Basketball is such a craziness, man. You can come back from those bottom spots and make a huge run.
Yes, you can, and you can also take out some pretty good teams too.
Oh, what better way? What better way to knock the Cobras out, or Lobos, or Shockers, or Pistoleros, for crying out
That's
loud,
right.
man.
Seen upsets before.
Yeah, there's nothing that's saying that can't happen, and when it does, March Madness is when I come to mind.
Yeah, any team could be a Cinderella team in this league, and I'm just happy to see how it's progressed over the years. I mean, look at us right now. We have a podcast.
A good one too.
A very good one.
A soon-to-be award-winning one.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
And we have announcers at the game, and you and Chuck do a fabulous job calling the game.
I appreciate that.
And I listen. I hear you. Some things are funny, and I laugh. But I think we keep the focus on where it should be, which is the players and their families. And my job as a ref to come out here and make sure everyone's safe and everyone plays hard, and the game is called fair. But it's really tough when you've grown up in this league and you see these kids come out from when they're little, not to kind of have a little love in your heart for them. But it's tough not to kind of have favoritism. But it's my job to have a blind eye to my favorites. But I love everyone in this league, and it's been a pleasure to be a part of it, playing, reffing, getting to know the players. It's been an honor, and I'm really sad that this is going to be my last go round.
Oh man, we're really sorry to hear that, Omar. Life comes at us pretty quick, and I think one thing we kind of learned is that it doesn't stop.
That's right.
You just got to be ready. You just got to kind of keep going with it. So hopefully that's not permanent. Hopefully you get to find your way back here, be with your loved ones here, because the community here is just so strong.
Yeah, I've got a lot of love here. My basketball academy, Hornet Basketball Academy, did extremely well
shout
last
out
year.
Hornet.
We had 6 teams that were very competitive. We had our 8th grade team that went 22-4 last year. We had some players come out. Zane Nimby, who was going to be at Green Canyon with Coach Brown. What you can give to the community.
Yeah.
Because last year we did a drive with the food bank. We went down there and helped them pack bags for needy families, which was a very, very huge a thing for us, because it teaches our kids that we're a part of something that's bigger than ourselves, and it's always good to give back.
Yep. Basketball isn't just about basketball. It's about the community of everybody coming in and being together. So I fully heartily agree with that.
Yeah. It's been nice talking to you guys. I'm going to enjoy my rest of my – what is today, Monday?
Tuesday, man.
It's Tuesday? Holy crap. All right, man.
All right. Well, we got all the celebrities today, Mondo.
Yeah, man. Good man. I looked up to him a lot, and I didn't know that. This just came out of
just
nowhere.
dropped the ball. Yeah. We can cut all that out too. We don't have
add
to.
it. I like that. We can add that.
Be careful, make sure you're.
Because
okay
we
with
can
everything.
add that, man. I like that.
Yeah, it was
a little touching though, because man, I hate to see him go.
We
Not
call
just
that
because
okay.
since I was 16, 17 years old, played out here, my first championship game, when I was first out in here in this league, and we went all the way to championship, even though we lost. But what he taught me, what I was doing, and he helped me, it definitely changed, me, and helped me in my basketball game.
And now you're passing it, dude. Now you're doing it. You're doing the same exact thing where there's these kids out here looking for that advice. There's normal basketball, there's street basketball, there's written basketball. There's so many different ways that you can apply that with your knowledge, with what you know, and give these to these kids who want to get better. As much as they want to be dunkers and do cool things, they just want to be be basketball players at the end of the day, right?
Just put in the
All
work.
right, so let's go ahead and move on to our next segment. We're going to go ahead and move to our bucket getters. Let's go ahead and talk about who's standing at our leaderboard in our scoring. Keep in mind, guys, with our points or our scoring leader, we do tally up the points here, and then the person with the most points at the end of the year is our scoring champ. Mondo Senior, what are we looking at for our bucket getter leaderboards going into week 6?
All right, our top 10 of this league, starting at number 1. Chris Tena from La Puerta, 119 points. Ooh. Jordan Sanchez from Baja, 103. Sitting at number 3. Davis Lowe from Cobras, 81. Number 4, Joey Cortez from the Lobos, 76 points. Number 5, Armando Alvarado Jr., Pistoleros, 75 points. We got Kenny from the Cobras, 67 points. Castellano from the Warriors, 66. Dito from the Pistoleros, 65. Damian Jones, from the Lobos, 65. And then Martinson from the Shockers, 62 points.
Ooh, that's really good. Let's go ahead and just start from the top and work our way down here. We have Chris Tenna at the top with 119. He absolutely blew the scoring wide open last game, didn't he?
He did. He's not slowing down. So he's number one.
Yep.
You know, he's showing it, and he's going to be adding more points to
You had mentioned how he was.
119.
He had mentioned to you that he was not going to stop anymore. Remember, guys, he is
he's
our
not slowing
current
down,
scoring
guys.
champ.
He's going really fast, and like he said, he's going fast, and the rest of the league is just going to have to catch up.
Yep. I kind of talked about how a person of that caliber, that pacing, should maintain it. My brand of basketball is a very fast one. I know it's kind of relentless and it's kind of hard to maintain, but I'm just a believer in personnel. I would want to have people that run fast like that who are capable. Chris Tenna is capable, and he needs to take every week to ball out this way.
He's having fun out there. You see him out there hitting free throws with his left hand.
He's shooting shots and winking at refs. He's shimmying down the court, you guys.
Yes, he's going,
For this scoring champ, they have a problem on their hands because the current champ seems like he's not going to be letting that go, is he?
No, he's not. He wants this back-to-back title, I think, he called me real short. We talked for a couple minutes. Long story short, he's just kind of talked to me of my time because I'm the 3-time champion, scoring champion in this league.
Say less.
Long time ago, but he wanted some insight. Hey, how did you do it? What was your game like? What made you stand out more? What did you do? What was your game plan? What,
Good
tips
questions.
like that. So, he knows we talked about it, and so hopefully that helps him out down the line and maybe being the back-to-back champion.
Now, we were talking about how hard it is to be able to take that scoring champ spot. Let's go ahead and talk about number 2. He's going to try to have to fight for it.
Yeah, I see him coming back up. He's a 20 to 30 point guy.
Yes, he is.
He can put points up on the board. I think second half he'll come back with that same energy that he's been showing. Not this last Sunday against Pistoleros, but the games before.
Yeah.
So I can see him, fighting for that number 1 spot because he's been here before. I believe he's won a scoring title. I'll have to talk to him about it.
I think he has as well. I think he has an MVP
he's been
as
up
well,
there.
maybe.
Every year he's in the top 3 in scoring at least. So I see him giving Chris a run too.
Now, we do have some extra time, so I just want to bring this up and see what you think about this point. We got Sanchez, 103, 10 at 119. Sanchez did have a Pistoleros matchup, so he did have a go at it. But he's going to be able to bounce back. Now, my thing here, I talked about how Chris Tenna's not going to let this go. So my first thought becomes, how does somebody else take this from Chris Tenna? Chris Tenna is a focal point for his team. He's able to score relentless because it's what his team relies on. If Sanchez is going to fight for that, he's got to have a little bit of that mindset. His team is going to have to say, hey, look, if we want you to fight for that, and they probably do, they're going to have to give him some possessions and let him run because Chris Tenna's scoring 40 points, dude.
Yeah.
Chris Tenna's not going to score 20. Maybe that's a bad day for Chris Tenna. Yeah. So my challenge to Jordan is saying, hey, man, your team is so good, it doesn't allow you to do the focal point offense that Tenna has. What are you going to do? That's my question. What are you going to do? If you want to fight for this and you want to fight for this, which I don't know if you are or you're not, you're just playing really good basketball, dude.
I think he's really playing
Jordan's
really good
just playing phenomenal basketball. He does not have to fight for this.
Yeah, he knows.
But we also do have Low with 81. We do have Cortez with 76.
Don't sleep on Davis Low, man. I've been watching a few games and he's pretty consistent, putting buckets up there.
Very consistent.
He's doing it both ends of the
baskets,
court.
And they're consistent.
Yes. He'll drive to the hoop. He'll step out and hit 3. He'll get his guys going. He'll talk to you, and that's kind of hard to stop. That is kind of hard to stop.
Someone who makes a shot and talks is so dangerous, man.
Yeah. So
and then they make another one and another one. Yeah, you gotta be careful.
I see him up there. Knocking on the door on Chris Tenna and Jordan. So
Chris Tenna still has some tough matchups as well. Let's not forget about that. Yeah. He's still going to have some goes where he's probably not going to score as much. So everybody needs to be very careful here. Chris Tenna did shoot up, but that's because he had an insane performance. Yeah. I would love to see everybody else bring that up and keep that going and keep vying for it. Yeah. One other thing that I noticed here, I was looking at this maybe like a week or two ago. The duos. You got a lot of duos here,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
We got Laporta with Tena. Of course, he's his focal
Yeah.
point. You have Baja with Sanchez being his focal point. You have Cobras. You got Lowe
And then you got
and Kenny.
Kenny. I still need to get Kenny's last name. I don't know
That's a dope duo, you know.
Kenny, yeah.
After that, we've got
we got Dito and Armando
well, we got Cortez and Jones.
Yeah, Jones is
Even
another guy.
more, that just shows that they were able to make the flip to get Cortez the ball more,
Yeah.
to make him the focal point, because that was a big issue that we saw where they were just
Absolutely.
playing a sporadic game plan that wasn't really solidifying.
So Cortez he is scoring.
Really
He-
good adjustment by Lobos, because I know Jones wants that. I know Jones. I think you and I both know Damon
Yeah,
Jones.
Jones
enough.
wants everything, man. He is.
Yes.
He's on a mission. A couple times I've chatted with him, and I try not to bother any other players, and just I want to see
Yeah,
a good
sure,
performance from them all the time. But he's dominating. He's dominating in a lot of categories in this league. So, man, give it up to Damon Jones, man.
Yeah.
Really doing
Good
an
work.
excellent job out
Big
there.
focal point. I mean,
For his
that's
team.
just a testament to
Yeah.
Lobos.
He's
man.
tough. He gets
Ah,
a
good
lot
teams.
he gets a lot of work from other teams and other players, but hey, he's doing his best.
Hey,
out
he's
there.
giving the work back out, baby.
He is.
This is a two-sided affair, baby. Both better get paid.
Yeah.
I just wanted to pinpoint that because I
Yeah.
thought that was just a very interesting look here. Let's go ahead and move on to our next segment, guys. We're going to go ahead and move on to our heat check, baby. Let's see who's staying hot. Let's see who's letting it fly.
That's
and where
right.
we're sticking at with those three-pointers. What are we
Mondo.
looking at for our heat check?
Man, okay, our top eight three-point shooters of the league. We still, number one, Castellano from the Warriors, 14 three-pointers this season. Okay, still shooting the ball. Didn't have a good shooting this last game on Sunday, but he's still on top. 14 three-pointers.
Awesome.
Jordan Sanchez, number two, with 13. Okay, Caden Larson moved up to number 3 from the Cobras. He has 13. Jay from Mambas, Jeremy helping his team with
Atta
any
baby.
way he can.
Good shooting.
13 threes for the season. Martinson from the Shockers, 12. You got Chris Tena moving up a little bit too, 12 three-pointers for the season. Dito from Pistoleros has 12. And then Cortez taking that number 8 spot with 11. And then we got some other mentions in there. Garcia from the Lobos, 11. We got Park from Cache Valley Z's. He has 11. He dropped a little bit. We got Mondo Jr. with 11, and then Thompson with L&D with 11. 11. So
Okay, right on. Let's go ahead and go back to our top here with Castellano. Castellano had a hard matchup last week, didn't he?
yeah,
Castellano-
I enjoy playing with him. It's Ricky's team. I'm just helping him out, and I'm
Oh, my bad.
grateful for
My
the
bad, Ricky.
opportunity. I'm grateful for the opportunity, just helping these guys out a little bit. Supposed to be retired, but back to Castellano.
He's still out there getting like 5 minutes worth. I love it.
Castellano is one of the top shooters in this league. Okay, I'm going to start with that. Sunday's game, it's one of those days for those shooters. That team just made him dribble. Man, it's kind
Made
of
him
hard.
dribble. That's a
I
great way to put
think,
it.
Yeah, they were just making him dribble. They knew that this guy can shoot, and obviously,
They sniped him. They absolutely made sure that
just
someone was on him
threw his
the whole
game off a
time.
little bit, and he couldn't get it. He couldn't get going. So I think he'll look back on that on that game, and he'll change a few things.
Yeah.
So-
It's a really, really hard film to watch. The defense was really glued onto him.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew Mambas coming into this were going to be scrappy. They're just a very scrappy team, and a nervous Warriors. It could be a deadly matchup to see.
Oh yeah, anytime Castellano can hit that 3 ball and do a little his shots falling.
Well, now we got to see what his next step is. What does Castellano do when he has a defender on him now, Mondo? He's so young and he's still learning so much.
Yeah.
He's already showing just such a good foundation of shooting. He's not always going to be an open shot, and he's not the type of player who's going to be a corner guy or just a wing player.
Yeah.
It seems like he has more skill to that.
Yeah,
And
he
maybe
does.
He needs to make sure that he knows that, number one, but number two, identify those next steps.
Yeah.
What happens with Castellano when he has a game like that where the team knows he's their focal point? What is
Yeah.
the Warriors going to do about that? What design are they going to have to make sure Castellano gets open, and how is he going to fight that if he has to?
Yeah, the Warriors, they need to step up a little bit and help him out a little bit more. Because that could definitely change the outcome of the game. Help Castellano shoot the ball a little bit a little bit more, get those wide open shots, and he can also pass the ball. The Warriors just need to play play with him and use him a little bit, and
Yeah.
I can see them winning a few more games if they do that. He only had 2 points, so
He only had 2 points.
2 points.
Wow.
So
Great learning. I can't help but think about when you come across these hard times, just try to just immediately go to solutions and just think about your next move, improving. Castellano, you had 2 points. Reflect on that. You're still at the top of the
you're
three-point
still
race
on
here,
top of
man.
the
So
three-point line,
you sneaked out with staying at the top of the leaderboard, man.
Yeah.
Look into it. Keep it going, and make sure you keep that performance flowing.
yeah, man. Indeed, again, top 8 3-point shooters of the league. Those guys will get a chance to get to be in that 3-point contest and get that championship belt.
Ooh, I
So-
see those guys tied at the bottom. Looks like you might have to have a mini 3-point contest to break them in.
Yeah.
See who breaks for
only
that.
top 8.
That would
so
actually be
they-
kind. That would be kind of fun if you did like a hey, you guys are all tied for 8th.
Yeah.
All
and
right,
that's
everybody
what
gets
would
to watch you
happen,
guys
yeah.
fight for the 8th spot. Let's see what
We'll
you guys
figure
got.
something fun out for those guys, fighting for that last spot. So
I say King's Court, baby. No, I'm just kidding. Let them all play King's Court and see whoever wins.
still a whole, second half of the season, anything can change. So keep shooting, guys.
Yeah, I agree. Do you have see if someone just breaks out of this pack? 14, 13,
Yeah.
13, 13, 12, 12, 11,
It's close.
11.
Everything's
I want to
close.
see
They're only
someone
2-3
absolutely
shots. Yeah.
just melt on the court, blow this leaderboard out, and see if they can just absolutely put
I had
themselves in a
this
front
one
position
guy,
here.
Park on Cache Valley Z's. Man. I'm
Park,
betting
he was
my
killing
money
it.
on that guy. I know he's going to come back. I can see him moving up there and giving, fighting for the 1 and 2 spot. Staying up there, staying
Ooh.
above. So I
Good
think
call.
he can come back.
All right, guys. So one new thing here that we're doing is Players of the Week. We do want to put a spotlight on some of the best performers for the past week here. So we're going to go ahead and Mondo, who are our Players of the Week?
And our players of the week, man. These guys did amazing. Brought the crowd, energy on the court. So we're going to start off with our players of the week. Only 3 of them this week. Chris Tenna, 44 points. Gave an amazing
That might be the
performance.
highest shooting performance this year.
Yeah. When we got number 2, Davis Lowe,
Howdy, baby Davis. Good performance. You're playing very well.
27 points, man.
Oh, on
Keep
that.
helping out the Cobras.
Wow. Very good on that Z's
And
game, huh?
then-
He balled out.
Yep. Armando Jr. 24 points to knock out Baja.
Was that his best shooting performance of all time?
I think he's had more points. I think it was just the 3-pointers.
Is the just 3-point shooting maybe?
3-point shooting,
Best
yeah.
3-point shooting performance
he
because
was-
he hit 5 or 6 in a row
Yeah.
and it just absolutely broke the game. I mean, that's what broke the game was Mondo Jr. Mondo Jr. hit everything. He was running his court. I mean, the way he's able to just blink to the other side, absolutely ferocious. Especially for
he
for
was-
Pistoleros basketball, they want to do
Yeah,
that. He is just the glue guy there.
He took it to Baja, and once that happened, I think the whole Pistoleros just got comfortable too, and they started firing, and they were all hitting after that.
Yeah.
It was nice to see the Pistoleros with that kind of energy.
Yeah,
So,
bring that back. Davis Lowe, I just wanted to make sure everybody gets their shine here. Quiet 27, it seems like. He got everything he wanted to. He made
did.
everything. He was dancing with his brother out there.
He's-
His slashing game is
Yes.
unreal. His 1-2 off balance. He's stepping away from the basket and he's able to turn and get a good
He
look
gets
up.
his shot off. He can pass
It's
the
so
ball. He
good.
can run. He can play defense. He can do it all. So he's doing good, and he can back it up.
Yep.
So he's definitely helping out the Cobras. Jeremy did a good job picking him up because, man, he's having fun out there.
Yep.
And that's what wins you basketball games, man. Good
Yeah, it
team
really
basketball, and you're having fun out there. So
Those are the true winners, wouldn't you say, Mondo?
yeah, oh yeah, man.
Scoreboard
You
only
feed
now.
off of that.
Lastly, of course, Chris Tenna. I think we talked about Chris. You out here balling, man. Está calientito, güey.
Yeah,
You're
no.
killing it, my man. Your shooting is crazy. You're watching you shimmy and shake and everything nice, dude. It's such a pleasure to watch. So, really good performance, man. Let's see if you could string along your players of the week because you're scoring it.
Como digo, qué chulada, Chris. Échale ganas. Síguele.
Échale.
Síguele. No pares. Como dijiste, qué recio. So, nah, man. Yep, those are our 3 top players of the week. So,
All right. Well,
good job to you guys.
I'll do, guys. So, Going into our next week here, we actually have a bye week because we do have 4th of July coming up. We don't play. We keep that to the families here. So we're going to be taking a bye week for our next one. Now, in our place for this matchup preview that we normally do, we do want to go ahead and highlight our MVP rankings. Mondo Sr. wants to go ahead and fill everybody in on what's going on with the MVPs because it can be a little mysterious as we go into the final weeks of the league. So now we have an opportunity to see where we're at with MVPs, who's at the leaderboard, and see how they can fight for that. Mondo Senior, what are we looking at for our MVP rankings?
Yeah, our MVP rankings for this half of the league, not in order. We got Jordan Sanchez. We got Davis Lowe. Remember, Chris Tena, Armando Alvarado Jr., and we got Damian Jones, the reigning MVP of last year. Not in order. Remember, guys, they're not in order. These are our top 5 candidates for the MVP award.
Jordan Sanchez, Davis Lowe, Chris Tena, Mondo Jr., Damon Jones. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
What a lineup. What a lineup of players.
Yep.
I'm sitting here and I'm like, let me give you who I think is in it because you don't have an order, which is fine.
Okay.
I can't. I literally cannot.
Yeah.
Jordan Sanchez is just absolute complete on both sides. His consistent offensive play to me is what carries and stands out of all these people. His shooting, his shot selection. It's just the most beautiful finesse of basketball we're seeing there. Davis Lowe is absolutely cooking on every single aspect on the offensive floor. He is a defensive stopper, and he shows he's really good at that. I don't mean to skip that. But his offensive game is just everywhere. I can't pick between Jordan and Davis. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is
Chris Tena. I can't put him down either because his defense is insane. Chris Tena doesn't stop. Chris Tena, they're up by 30 or whatever last game, and he's still on the other side of the court running. He doesn't take his foot off the gas,
man. He's going until the whistles stops blowing. You know,
it's crazy. It's a level of speed I don't see from Jordan. I sometimes see from Davis, but I don't see anybody. That's why it's hard for me to pick from those 3. Mondo Jr.
Yeah, he's in there. He's had a couple.
There's no way.
2-3 games where he put the pistoletos on his back, and it's an
option. It's a focal option of a high power offense that he himself makes, and it makes him extremely, extremely valuable in that way. Just like all these other players have their value for their teams. But, man, it just shines when the brand of basketball is catered to that. It's such a good fit for him, man. And then Damon Jones to finish that out.
Man, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Damon Jones might be the most complete. I mean, I'm sorry, Damon. I don't think you're as good as a shooter as all these other guys. But I don't think that's what makes you MVP, and I don't think that's what made you MVP last year. If you think it did, then maybe it played a part. I don't think so, though. You do everything else at a high caliber, the way you board, the way you go back up, the way that you're able to solely make an offense just like Junior does just by having the ball in your hands. I mean, Davis Lowe does that, Tena does that, and Jordan Sanchez does that. This MVP ranking absolutely broke my brain.
Yeah,
I didn't hear this before, folks, and it's kind of shattering me. I don't know if I'm going to sleep tonight.
Yeah, this is different, and this is our top 5, not in order. So, I mean, everybody still has a chance. Keep playing your game. Keep helping your team win. Look at these guys moving up, into the MVP rankings. And so there's still a whole second half to play. Anything can change. Maybe you guys can be next to be in line for that MVP of the league and stuff. But you got to go through these guys first. These guys are consistent, showing up every game, taking on the challenges, playing both ends of the court, getting those wins for their teams, and making it fun, bringing a crowd, giving us the best games. You got to show up, man. That's the spotlight right there.
I agree. So, it's what you give to the fans that really makes a big difference in your play.
Yeah,
you can see it in people who know that and the people who don't.
Yeah, a lot of fans this last Baja versus Pistoleros. That's where you want to be.
Now we are going to do another show next week. We will do our matchup preview for next week. We just don't have it this week, so we're just going to let it slide and let it go into next week. Next week we'll go over our matchup previews. We'll go over our player of the games, which ones you want to be there for. But you're hitting it right on the head. The games that we're calling games of the week are those games that have those players who are ready to really show out for the fans. All right, dude. I'm going to ask you the hard question. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's
Out of these 5 guys, Kamish, who do you have as your MVP right now? I'll give you my take.
Okay,
I'll hear yours.
yeah, let's do yours first.
Oh, okay. We're gonna go me first. My take out of these 5 guys, I can't. I really can't.
It's tough.
I want to go Junior, and it's so bad because I know he's on my team.
Yeah.
But that last game was an absolute stellar performance.
If
With
he-
these guys, you have to go by independent performance.
Yep.
Chris Tenna, you're scoring like crazy. I think just the way that they came out and the way they played that plan, Mondo Jr. really sticking to it. He's showing that he's learning
He's
to
got to
stick to
do it
plans.
game after game.
Yeah,
You know, that's
so
the
I'll give
key
it to
here.
him this week, but
Okay.
it's impossible for me to hold to that. Just so you know, everybody, I'm not trying to be biased here. I really, really enjoy it. He plays my brand of basketball, but all these guys do some form of my brand.
Yeah.
I just think that 70% shooting clip he had last week is something of note.
No, I like your pick. Yeah, he's good. He's good.
I don't even know if I like my pick, man.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. It took me a lot of film to watch, a lot of live basketball games that I've watched, and a lot of detailed things that these guys do on the court.
A lot of front row media games you watched?
Yeah, front row media, man. Thank you to those guys for making this happen, that we can have the opportunity to watch this on TV and stuff, and scout everybody and see what's going on.
Everybody gets to watch everybody. That's the best part about it, is everybody gets to watch
Yeah,
everybody.
that's
All right,
right.
enough wasting time, Mondo. Who you picking for MVP
Man,
going into
so-
week 6?
I know. I got 2 guys. I got 2 guys. Okay.
It's hard. It's so hard. Hey, you know what, people watching this? If you want to come up and ask and talk
It
to
is
me and who
tough.
you think, I would like
We
to hear
got-
why you
there's-
think one of these guys would be it, because I'm struggling
There's
myself.
a lot of talent in this league, and there's a lot of great players, man. And these ones just stand out a little bit more. And so I'm going to tell you right now, I got 2 guys that I'm picking. I'm still sticking with Damian Jones at number 1.
Okay. Okay.
MVP. That guy is doing it all. I love what he's doing, helping the Lobos be on that number 2 spot. Lobos, I don't think they've been up that high.
Okay.
So
okay. I
I'm
like
sticking
that.
with though number 2. I'm picking Jordan. He's been in this league for a long time.
He's the
and
one that
he's
I'm
consistent.
arguing.
You know,
with
one
number
bad
1.
game does not, bring you back down
Nope.
and say, "Oh no,
Nope.
he's gonna." I know. This guy. I've seen. I had a chance to play with him during my end of my prime, and he was putting in buckets day in and day out. And now he's still doing it. So I can see him. Giving Damon a run. So those are my top 2 guys, because I know those guys are going to be consistent, and I'm ready to see Jordan second half of the season step it up.
Okay. Okay. I like that.
I can see him up there with battling for that number 1 MVP of the league.
I don't even think I have Mondo Jr. my MVP anymore, dude. I think I lost that a minute ago.
Those 2 guys.
Jordan Sanchez is just playing so good, man.
Yeah.
Every time he touches the ball, it is the play. It's just the play. It's just the play that needs to happen. Whether it's him isoing, him knowing he has a guy, or taking the screen that's to the side of him to a shot, or moving it. Like, well, we'll keep these MVP previews going.
Yeah.
We definitely want everybody to be aware of where they're standing and where they're at. We also want everybody to get their shine as well. If you guys see these guys out here, they're absolutely grinding. They put years and years of work together to be in this position. So make sure you get them their shout outs, give them their love, let them know if you're rooting for them, or if you're not. If you're like, you know what, Mondo Jr., I don't want you to get no MVP.
if you got a chance
Damon
to play
Jones, I don't
against
want
these
you to get a
guys,
second
go
one.
at them.
Let them know.
Yeah, if you
let them know.
Yeah, you're playing against these guys in the league, go at them.
You ain't no MVP. I'm MVP. And you can let me know why I'm not. Probably a lot of reasons.
Yeah. Good luck. Good luck.
Well,
Tie your shoes. Good luck.
Tie your shoes. I wear slippers all the time.
Yeah.
Well,
Everybody be safe. Have a good 4th of July weekend. Thank you to all our fans. Thank you to Rojas Front Row Media for doing this for us. All the refs, all the help
yeah, thank you.
that we get at the table from Alex Galarza, Laura, his wife, Chuck, Ms. Rojas Senior for being there.
Yeah,
Always a good guy. Everybody, all our fans, everybody from the enchilada lady to everybody, all the fruits, all the snacks, everything here. I love
We're here
the
for
environment.
5 hours.
Everybody,
Everybody's
thank
here
you.
for 5 hours.
Yeah.
At least we got some nourishment, some
Thank
good
you to
enchiladas.
everybody, all the teams, players. Please be safe, man. Enjoy the holidays.
Yes.
Man, we'll see you back in a couple weeks. we'll get the second half of the season going.
Yes, thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. Let us know what you thought about our picks. Let us know what you thought about our MVP picks, our thoughts on the leaderboards, on all the standings. Make sure you leave a like. Make sure you subscribe if you'd like to see some more content. And go ahead and leave those comments about the different things that we talked about here.
And if you guys want to know where you guys are at on your points, DM me, message me on Instagram on the Outdoor League page. I will get those numbers for you guys. Any other things that you guys want to talk about, hey, DM me. I will respond as fast as possible to talk to you guys. I talked to already some of the players here on the league, and they message me all the time. So you need anything, help from me, or just message me. I can help you guys with that. So
okay. I love that. There's a lot of support running around, so it's really good to know that it's out there. So, well, thank you so much again for everybody tuning in here. One more time, this is Mondo Senior, Commissioner of the Logan Sunday League. This is your boy Drew with Front Row Media, and as always, Mondo, we jump in this league, baby. Yes, sir.
Yes, we jump.